Yes lads, what is going on? Welcome back to the Sunderland Road to Glory career mode, season 2 now, and this is the first episode for you boys. In the last season, we had a terrific season, promoted up from League 1 as champions, but now we are in the Championship, a much tougher task. We know we must improve our team. You Reds must improve. Stewart last season was outstanding, League 1 top goal scorer and league leading assist maker as well. A few youth academy players, ones we have to take note of. Edwards from Wales, the next Gareth Bale. Riley, attacking midfielder from England, he is going to be a superstar in the making, only 17. Already 75 overall. And then Lambert coming through the youth academy later on last season. He is beautiful to play with. So quick, so agile. We've got a good strike on him as well. So that's 3 youth academy players there. Now in the midfield, O'Nien and Reader. Them two struck up a really good partnership. Reader being very good indeed. We do need to upgrade on O'Nien for sure in the midfield, especially now we're in the Championship. Dan Neal obviously would have been playing there, but he handed in a transfer request in Season 1 and left the club on deadline day. Gone to Sheffield United, who are now in the Prem, so we will not be coming up against him this year. Zirkin as well, really good left back for us. Doyle, still, he's only like 19, 18 even. He's really good, 71 overall. Mitoglu was solid as ever for us. And Winchester, good, but I do think, again, we probably should upgrade at right back. The bench needs upgrading for sure. There's a few players in there that are expendable, but there's also a few players that I'm going to keep my eye on for sure. Rudoni being one of them, and Gooch, although he's not going to grow much, I'll probably keep him for a little while longer. Anybody on the reserves, pretty much all of these players are expendable either on loan or to sell. Some of the youth academy players, like Arroyo and Lloyd, more likely to leave on loan. I do believe there's a few players in there as well that are going to be leaving anyway because they've already signed with other clubs on pre-contracts or they were sold later on in Season 1. So let's check out these emails first before we move on to our potential targets for the season. So a few emails to go into. Our budget, 9.6 million. We are in a pre-season tournament, and I believe we can get about 3 million from that. So we could be looking at around 12 million or so pounds to spend this year, which is really needed and really helpful. So here we go. Evans departs on a pre-contract. Roberts left, I think, for about £2 million to Galatasaray. Wright departs, I think, pre-contract, and same with Burge as well. A few player chats as well. Jack Diamond, we have put him up for sale, so he's just coming and saying that he's happy with that. I'm glad we agree, lad. And same with Embleton, he was up for sale as well. Glad that you see it the same way as me. Our manager rating is a little worrying. At the end of last season, they were not happy. I'm not sure why. We did pretty much every objective we could have, bar the FA Cup round of 16. Fingers crossed this season, that goes up and we don't lose our job. Okay then, boys. We have a budget to start with then of 10 million. Okay, a little higher than what I expected. 10 million. Let's have a look at our transfer targets. Okay, boys, our initial list is pretty damn huge. Taking into consideration any suggestions from you guys in the comments throughout last season and up until now, and also some of my players that I know could be very good for this team. So we're going to go through them position at a time, starting off at right back. So Hoover of Wolves, 69 overall at 20 years of age. He may be a player we potentially look to bring in. We already know he's overall, so that's a good thing. Most of these other players, though, need time to be scouted. Now, Ben Johnson, West Ham's right back. He is available on a free agency. That could be a cracking deal to do here in Season 2. From Lyon, you've got Gusto, Shackleton playing his football at Leeds at the moment, and Matheson. He's actually moved on to Napoli. I believe he was playing for Wickham at one point, I think, but now at Napoli, maybe he is homesick. Maybe he's the right back to bring in. We'll have to wait and see. Moving on to centre back, which isn't priority, but is a position I'd like to strengthen in for sure. Sanderson from Wolves again. Sissako from Standard Liège. Ben Wilmot playing his football at Stoke. Stoke always do have pretty decent centre-backs. And Pirola, who we did scout last year, but we didn't move on. 67 overall at 20. The Italian centre-back. Looks good as well. Moving into midfield, few defensive and a few normal central midfielders as well. Cabral, looks really good. 18 from Brazil. Looks like it could be an absolute steal on a free agent. Martel was a good suggestion from you guys in the comments, playing his football in Germany with Leipzig. Ampadu hasn't quite worked for him in his career yet, hasn't found a place he feels at home to show his real ability. Maybe it is here at Sunderland. Collins in centre mid as well was suggested by you guys. Same with Lewis Ferguson. I know that this guy can become an absolute machine in the midfield. Really good energy levels. And Becker as well. He looks good. 71 overall, so we already know a bit more about Finn Ole Becker. Then moving out to left midfielders, we've got Taith Chong, who's at Man United, 22 years of age. And then we go down another player we looked at the other year. We didn't bring him in, Twiga, or Tiga, however you want to pronounce it, from Spain. We have got a few strikers to look at as well. Jessic Ngakam Ekatike, who was linked with our rivals in real life, Newcastle United, but he turned them down. Maybe he's a true Sunderland boy. That's why. That's what I think. And we've got also Ricardo Pepe from the United States playing with Augsburg. And this boy scored the other night, or a couple nights ago now, for Middlesbrough against Tottenham in that FA Cup game. So this boy, he looked pretty decent. 19 years of age, Josh Coburn. And Eddie Nketiah, don't think we're going to be able to afford him, but you never know. We'll see what happens. He would be a fantastic player to have in the Championship. He would bag goals. A few other left-sided players, but more wingers. So this guy, really interested in seeing how he is. Armenian, on the free agency as well, Der Tadian. He looks decent, and so does David Costa. So take a breath. That is a hell of a long list. A lot of suggestions. We're going to scout them all up, and then we will return and start to make some moves. In the meantime, we'll look to sell some players on, and if we do, keep you updated, boys. But this season 2 is going to be a banger. So if you're excited for it, please remember, smash the like button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and maybe leave a nice comment after today's video. But here we go. Let's crack on with the rest of the episode. Okay, some early news in this window, and I expected this to happen. After bagging himself 26 goals and 20 assists in League One, that's 46 goal contributions throughout a league season. That is ridiculous. Ross Stewart has come in for a big offer from a big football club, from a football club I've done a career mode with on the channel, one of my most successful career modes, Nottingham Forest. They've offered 5.7 million. And that says here we could get up to 7.7 million for Ross Stewart. I don't want to let him go though, not just yet. I've got a feeling he can take his levels from League One to the Championship. Maybe not the Premier League, but certainly he's going to be really good, I think, here in the Championship. So it may be a deal that I revisit in January if he's not quite doing it in the Championship. But right now, I have no intentions to sell unless we get a bid in excess of, say, 8/9 million. So Ross Stewart, no go to Forest. And another offer in then for Ross Stewart. He's going to be hot on the market. I don't want to block all offers just in case we get something extraordinary or extraordinary. So I'll reject this one. 4.6 million. Absolutely not. That's a terrible offer from Stuttgart. But a player that I do want to get rid of is Will Grigg. 4.8 million, I was going to say. No, I wish it was that much. 480k for Will Grigg. Yeah, see you later, mate. Off you go. Please agree that deal, and please pack your bags. And some of these players then that we want to move on are looking to be moved on. Elliot Embleton, another player that we want to get rid of. 1.45 mil. Again, we're going to accept that, and hopefully he can agree his wages to move away from the club. Really happy that early doors we're getting big bids in for players that we are classing as surplus. Eduardo Arroyo then, a Brazilian that we pushed up from the Youth Academy at the end of last season, a loan to buy offer, which isn't something that I want to do. So I'm going to delegate it, and it should still go through this one. We can get him, let's send him out on a 1-year loan and see how he develops. So hopefully that's another deal that goes through shortly. Will Grigg has officially been sold. That's good, bit more money. 688k as well from the pre-season tournament, which we are actually in the semi-finals of right now. As we get some more emails back, it is some scout reports. So we're going to probably wait a little longer just to get a few more back so I can look at the list overall. But we do have a game here in the semi-finals of the pre-season tournament. We have got a few players away on international duty, so what we've been doing is pretty much quick simming all the games and letting it just auto-replace. So if we can get through this game into the final and win the final, even more money. If not, no worries at all. We'll just crack on. We'll the business we are doing. Auto replace then, and what is our destiny for this pre-season tournament? It is a win. Lambert, Edwards and Rudoni, 2 Youth Academy players scoring, and Rudoni, who we got in January, scoring as well. 3-2 win. We're in the final, and we're on for some more cashola. Okay, really good to see that our manager rating is growing already up to a 61. Hopefully we can get that up into the high 80s throughout the next few weeks as well. So we're in the final then of this tournament. Bit of news, Embleton's transfer has gone through, so that's I think 1.3 or something like that million pounds as well added to the budget. Same what we're going to do here. Quick sim this game in the pre-season tournament and see what happens. We fall flat on our faces in the final, losing 3-1, but that's okay. We got some good money from this tournament and good experience as well. Now, it's all transfers. It's all go between now and the beginning of the championship season. Alright then boys, this is our youth academy and these are the players that have carried over from the previous season, and I want to promote a couple of them as well right now. Now the highest rated one, Alvarez, he's being trained to become a left winger, so we'll leave him for now, although he is the highest rated, so have to keep our eye on him. As well as that, you've got Price, but he's only 15, we can't push him up yet. We will soon though, and Gonçalves will be the one we'll push up soon as well. He's only 15, so we can't do that right now. The player that I want to push up right now is Hugo Arrayo from the Youth Academy, striker. He may be second, maybe third choice, but either way, we want to promote him up to the senior side right here, right now. So we're going to do that. And looking through this list, I was going to promote another one, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm just going to promote the one for now. Our squad is incredibly small. After doing some of those sales, we'll go back to our squad right now, and I'll show you the starting 11, the bench, and then that is literally all we've got. And we're trying to sell Diamond, and we're trying to sell Hume as well, so it's going to get even smaller. So we've got to keep our eye on that. We definitely need to now bring in a few players. Scout reports are coming back, but slowly isn't good really for us. We need to bring in players right away. So we have got some back. Johnson, he is moved already to Hamburg after being a free agent. So unfortunately that deal has slipped away from us. So we'll remove him. So that does cut down our list from right backs a little bit. Nothing really back from centre back, although Parola, we know where he's at, but he hasn't moved on as of yet. Defensive midfield, free agent Cabral, 74 rated at 18. I mean, how can we pass up on that? He looks absolutely sensational already, even if we only use him for a season and then use him as cash and bait to bring up our funds. Moving down the list, I'd like to bring in maybe Taith Chong, but only on a probably loan deal. And then going down to strikers, we do need to wait to get some of these back. Nketiah would be nice, but I'm not going to be able to afford 10 million on one player. I'm also interested in this guy, got to learn how to say this guy. Daniel Tadian from Armenia, 75 overall, a free agent as well. I don't want to be signing 10 free agents a season. I'm going to limit ourselves to, say, 3 maximum, or maybe 2. So I'd like to maybe make a move for a couple of these free agents, because we've already lost out on Johnston, and I don't want to lose out on the others. So Cabral, he'll be our first signing, and maybe the Tadian as well. Let's see if we can get these free agents then here at Sunderland. Welcome into the hot seat. Welcome to my office from Brazil, hot off the plane. This lad looks like a boss of a defensive midfielder. Gabrielle Cabral. I'm loving the hair as well. Absolute vibes on vibes for this boy. He's going to be 74 rated. He's going to have to be... Can I get away with important? I think he's going to want to be crucial. Yeah, I thought so. To be fair, he probably will come straight into the team and play most games. So I'm happy to do that. Again, these players don't have to be kept for the entire career mode. I can use them as bait to up our funds if needed. But we'll see how we get along with them. We might really enjoy using them, and we might really build a bond with them and the Sunderland fans. So no release clause for Cabral. 3.2, that's fine. 32k and 68 after 20. I think I can remove that bonus and just sign him on that, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that will go through. 3.7, that's fine by me, mate. I'm happy to do the deal. Shake my hand and welcome, boys. Our first signing then of Season 2. We've sold a lot and now we're signing. It is Cabral. Come on. And we are now straight back in our office for the other free agent, the winger, D'Artagnan. So I think he's going to be crucial as well, so we might as well just say that to him. He's already 75 rated. That's madness. It's absolute madness. He's going to be so good. Fingers crossed he can be electric in this team. He's already a low-end Premier League player and definitely high-end Championship. So 11k is his recommended wage. I'll offer him 10.5, see if he'll take that, and I'll give him 200k to sign. I'll also give him a bonus. Why not? Let's give this guy a bonus. 10 goals, and give him another 120k as well. Let's see if he's willing to sign on those terms. And he is! Welcome from free agency, D'Artagnan! Our second signing. The ball now is rolling. Alright boys, it's official. Arrayo has been loaned out for a season. I've just realised we've got 2 players from the Youth Academy called Arrayo, so that's going to get a little confusing. One of them will probably have to be moved on eventually, just so it doesn't get confusing with the bloody names. I wish FIFA would generate some different names for us, but anyway, we've got an offer in here for Sirkin. Okay, he's a starting left back. This is from Galatasaray. He's only 20, 71 rated. I didn't expect him to be this good. He must have high potential, but I'm not going to allow this deal to go through. They've offered me a swap with Elliot Embleton, the player that actually went blind. A firework went off in his face. He went blind. I think he had something crazy, like over 15 surgeries, and he can now see, and he's now playing again as well. Fun fact for you boys about Elliot Embleton, but we will reject that deal. Sirkin will be staying, and I must have missed this offer from a few days ago. This one for our keeper, our first choice keeper in Connor Collins from Wales. A swap deal and 210k for a 32-year-old. Absolutely not, and I don't want to sell him anyway. So that deal has been rejected. A player chat as well. Arroyo saying it's been a dream. I'm impressed, son. Very impressed. And I think we had a couple of our reports back for some of our players. So let's just check that. Yeah, it looks like we've had several back. Now, we haven't brought in a right back as of yet, have we? So we do need to do that. We brought in a defensive midfielder, so what we can do is can remove. But then again, we could probably bring in another midfielder if we wanted to. So I won't remove them actually at the moment. On the terms of having wide players, I'm not sure if we're going to need any of them. So, I mean, I'm still interested in maybe bringing Chong on loan. Teguiar is not going to be able to leave on loan. We're not interested in really signing him now. If we go down to Costa, same with him, unfortunately. Still looking at strikers. Coburn 60. That's too low. That's going to be removed because we've already got players around that area from the Youth Academy. Still waiting for TK to come back so I can make my decision on a striker. Chong as well, obviously, as I said, still considering it. Midfielders, maybe if we want to add some more depth. Centre-backs, still wait for Sissako. And then right-backs, we'll probably make a move now. Gusto we're waiting on, but I'm interested in looking at Shackleton. Wow. Alright, we're not going to be able to afford that. 8.6. How about Hoover? Up to 4.8. Matheson, 2.5. That's not bad. Interested in that deal. Okay, do you know what? I'm not even going to wait for Gusto. We're going to remove him straight away. We're going to go in for Luke Matheson, 19 years of age at Napoli. Time to come back to England, mate. Time to play for Sunderland. Let's get this deal done. Okay, so base value of 1.4. We've been advised to pay up towards 2.5 nearly. I'm going to go in at 1.9 and add a sell-on clause as well of 6%. Let's see if that tickles their fancy. Let's see if that can get the deal over the line. Wow, it does. 1.9 and that little bit of percentage for a future fee. And Napoli are all over it. They're happy to ship him back over to England. Fingers crossed it's because he's homesick and not because he's crap. Let's get his contract done and we can confirm him as well. It's another signing. Rotation player, that's fine. A 5-year deal as well for this young lad. Got high hopes for him though. 65 overall already, that's not bad. 3,400 per week, 33k to sign and 52k after 15 appearances. We'll count that and remove the bonus and see if we can get it done simply with wage and the signing on fee. 3.8. Happy to do that, Matheson. And welcome another player to the club. We have really got a small squad, so we're having to sign several players today and maybe even in the next episode. But these deals are going to go a long way. Alright boys, all our scouting is done. For the players we originally looked at, all of it is done. Now I'd like to bring in another centre-back and a striker right now. In midfield, I'm going to wait and think about that one. May still come back to midfield, but for now, centre-back and striker is priority. We need them desperately. So, Sanderson, 69 overall, and he's going to cost us up towards 3.9. Sissako, up to 6.3. Probably going to have to remove him. I don't really want to pay that much. Ben Wilmot up to 6. Again, quite high. Or Pirola, 3.9. Wonder if we can get Sanderson on a loan. Would we be able to get him on loan? Oh, okay. And that will be quality, because I don't think long term he's going to be the answer. But short term, he could be a very good player to get on loan from Bruno Lage and Wolves. And they're happy to potentially do it as well. Should we do a loan to buy just in case he is good? They're happy to do that. Perfect. Should we do it over a 2-year deal? Gives us time. Gives us a lot of time. They want to do a 1-year deal. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll do a 1-year deal then with Wolves. And then his wages, I'd like to see if we can get a little bit wide. He's got some, I didn't realise how big his wages were. Can we get it on a 70-30 maybe? 60-40 in our favour. Damn. What about 45-55? Because I don't want to be paying 10k a week for him on wages. That is a stumbling block already in this deal. And that, unfortunately for Sanderson and for us, ends this negotiation. I'm not going to be afraid to pull out of deals that I don't think benefit this football club, and that one doesn't benefit us. So Sanderson is a no-go. Back to the drawing board. We've got Wilmot now, who's going to cost a pretty penny, or Pirola. I think Pirola is probably the more sensible one. He's younger. He's only a few overall behind, and he's going to be a lot cheaper. So maybe we should go ahead and make a move for Lorenzo Pirola. Okay, and this will be a buy option. This one, no loan, straight up buy. Now, we have got a small squad. I believe there's a few players still around that I'm not hoping to keep hold of. Winchester being one of them. I don't really need to keep hold of him. Who else have we got that we can expend off the team? Jack Diamond. He's worth 1.4 million as well. Let's offer him up. And let's offer £1.7 million as well. That's a pretty sum in total for Pirola, and they're happy to do it, and I am very happy with the business I am getting done today. I think my budget was 12 million when I last checked it, so this barely touches that, and that is great news, because I want to be able to use that money to get another Youth Academy scout, maybe another player or two. I want to update everybody's wages with new contracts, so that money is going to come in real handy, and also maybe save some for January in case we need it. So let's get Pirola's contract done. Today is very heavily focused, if not all focus, on transfers, and I hope you guys don't mind that, and I hope you guys are enjoying that as well. If you are, smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. And leave me a comment down below what you think of what the deals we've done, and maybe what your favourite deal is come the end of the episode. Let's get Pirola then on a 5-year deal. He wants to be important, which is a little concerning because I don't see him breaking into the first team. But hey, you never know, actually. You never know. So let's accept that deal. That's fine. 3,500. And again, he wants an appearance bonus, but I'm going to remove it if I can and see if I can just get the deal done like that. He wants it a little bit more wages. Perfect. Welcome, an Italian centre-back. And they do say Italian centre-backs are beasts. Hopefully, we've just signed ourselves the next Bonucci. Okay, boys, I feel like at this stage we should just look at the team and assess it. So, starting 11 is pretty damn strong right now. Edwards, Stewart will lead the line again, maybe, unless we bring in another striker. The Tadian going out on that side means that Lambert drops to the bench, which is okay. Riley in the attacking midfield with Rida and Cabral, who's going to play a little deeper this season in defensive midfield, so offer us a bit more protection in the championship. Sirkin at left back, Doyle and Mitoglu at centre back. Matheson right back and Collins in goal. On the bench, Baldwin, that's okay. Willis, again, actually he's probably going to transfer out, isn't he, for Pirola, who we've just signed, onto the bench. Hudgins as well, or Huggins. Lloyd, who I did want to loan out this year, and I may still explore that option if we bring in another centre mid. Rodoni, who will be playing as a backup to Riley. Lambert, really good. He'll be on the team often. And Arroyo was going to be our third choice, to be honest with you. So we do definitely need to bring in another striker. Maybe another centre mid. And looking at it, we haven't got a backup left back for Sirkin. So I'm probably going to go into the market for another striker. But what I would like to do is maybe utilise the Youth Academy for the other position. Actually, left back I'm going to have to bring in as well. So striker and left back, Youth Academy for another centre mid. So maybe, I mean, Alvarez, I'm training him up to be a winger, but is he going to be, would he be better suited maybe to a midfield position? His passing's good, his dribbling's okay. Maybe he would actually. So again, yeah, do you know what? We're going to move him to centre mid, and he's going to be old enough, so he's 18, to promote up. So once he reaches a centre mid and we can change his position, we'll promote him up. That won't affect our budget that way, and we can bring up another youth academy boy, which is always good stuff. And we need a left back. Guys, get in the comments, leave your suggestions for left backs. I'm already scouting a few, but I have no clue on who to get. So comments please below for young left backs under the age of 22. That'll be fine. And now we're going to make a move for striker. Still got 10 million. That's good news. So when it comes to strikers then, let's move down this list and have a look. We've got Nketiah. He's going to be too expensive to buy. Pepe, who is going to be, again, pretty expensive, but we probably could get that deal done. Ekatike, again, we could get that one done. And then Gakam, could probably get that one done as well. Now, I want to get Nketiah, but I don't think well, I know we can't afford 10 mil. I don't want to spend that much. Can we get him on loan? We may be able to get Nketiah on a loan. Now, that is a deal I need in my life. Come on, Eddie, please. Please, Eddie, bro. Should we do a loan to buy, just in case he's really good? I think so. Who's messaging me? I'm trying to do a video. God damn it, boys. Right, anyway. A loan to buy. Let's have a look. Yeah, if I can get this one done for a loan to buy, I'll be really happy to do that, to be fair. Sorry, that threw me off getting that message. Damn it! I hate it when that happens when I'm trying to record. Anyway, 1 year loan deal then. With an option to buy. They're happy to do that. Perfect. His wages. He's on big money, isn't he? That's going to take a big chunk from our wages. Can we get it on a 60-40, Arsenal? Wow, no. How about 45-55? Yes. Whew. Okay, so we're paying 21k a week. We may not be able to actually pay his full wages unless we get to the Premier League next year. So fingers crossed we do. A future fee. Again, I don't think we have to do this. I think it's an option, isn't it? Yeah, it's an option. So should we say 7.5 to Arsenal? Perfect. They're happy with that. I'm happy with that. Should we get to the Prem? We'll sign him full time if he has a good season this year. If we don't get to the Prem, I doubt we'll be able to do that. And we'll have to just let him return to Arsenal after the loan. But if Nketiah decides to join us, what a deal that is. Still, he may reject. He may reject because it is a championship team and he is a really good player. We are literally days away from the first game of the season. Is Nketiah going to be here on time? Yes! We've got him. Nketiah joins the Black Cats in the championship. That shows how much of a big club we are. Nketiah, boys. Wow. Now, he will not come straight into the starting team. Not a chance, because I love Stewart, and I've got a bit of a bond with him. But Nketiah straight on the bench, and now our team's starting to look so much better, isn't it? So damn strong. We need a left back. I'd like to either get rid of Hume or Winchester. We don't need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 right backs. So we're going to get rid of one of those. And then now, it is West Brom, first game of the season. Wow. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to revisit this in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying this. I know it was no gameplay and all about the transfers, but that's what normally happens on the first episode of a new season on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did. Leave a comment below if you want to have a chat, any suggestions or anything that you have for me. Guys, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. The channel is popping. Until next time, I'm loving this career mode. Peace.